What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Trey Jones. Today we're going to be talking about things you shouldn't say to someone with anxiety. Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you've been a victim of any of these statements or phrases. Let me know if you've given any of these phrases in an attempt to help somebody that you know, somebody that's close to you, or somebody that you love that has anxiety. Now, when I'm talking about anxiety, guys, I'm not talking about it everyday stress or here or there. I'm talking about somebody that deals with this on a regular, if not daily basis, somebody that has an anxiety disorder. We hear so many things thrown at us. The first thing that I'm going to say to you guys, if you've never been through an anxiety disorder, constant anxiety, panic, health anxiety, social anxiety, it is almost impossible for you to fully understand what we actually go through on a regular basis. And I dealt with this for 5 long years. I felt so isolated and alone, and statements like this did not help. Okay, so the first one is very, very common. We've all heard it. It's pretty mind-blowing, but here it goes. Calm down. Oh my God, if I had a nickel for every time somebody told me to calm down, I'd have like $93, okay? I was told to calm down so many times, and oftentimes when people use this statement, we're in a high-end anxiety episode, okay? We're either having a lot of symptoms or we're having an anxiety attack or a panic attack. Our adrenaline is actually flowing in that moment, okay? So if you're talking to somebody, you're trying to tell them to calm down, and they're like, you don't get what's actually going on. They are actually trying to run away or fight something off that is dangerous. That is what their mind and what their body is telling them, regardless of the situation that they're in and how harmless or not dangerous the situation seems to be. That is what their mind and their body is telling them. So just telling them to calm down is not going to work, and it's probably going to make them feel worse because they're going to realize that they can't just calm down, that something actually may be physically wrong with them. So that is not something that you tell somebody that has anxiety. The next one, guys, suck it up, stop being weak. I heard this many freaking times. There's this huge stigma, this idea that people with anxiety disorders, people that deal with panic attacks or worry about health or the fear of death and dying, that we are weak-minded. Some of the most powerful, successful, strong people in this world, brilliant people in this world have suffered from anxiety and depression, okay? There are many factors that go into this. It could be genetics. Maybe you're just prone to anxiety. Some of you have dealt with some crazy traumas that other people that are calling you weak have not actually gone through, okay? So there are many different factors that go into this. Sometimes anxiety just can be a negative way of how we handle adversity, okay? But some people have been through the worst of the worst. You don't know somebody's past, you don't know their trauma. Do not tell them that they are weak, okay? Like I mentioned, some of the most brilliant people in this world, okay, in history, have dealt with anxiety and depression. Don't let anybody tell you that you're weak-minded. That happened to me quite often, and quite frankly, it got pretty annoying and I would get pretty pissed off. The next one, guys, we've heard this a lot too. It's all in your head, okay? True that some of these thoughts and negative thinking and the way the process gets started, sure, it can be in our mind, right? That's how things start. I mean, we're not idiots, we get that. It starts in our subconscious mind. But, okay, this manifests in our body via physical symptoms, okay? We're having real pain. We're having muscle tension, okay? We're having panic attacks. We're having shortness of breath. The way that we feel is extremely real. It is not made up. This is not imagined. This is real. So stop telling people that it's just in their head, okay? The next one, guys, you need a drink. Oh my God, this did not work well with me because I was already a drinker at the time, but my buddies would just tell me whenever I felt stressed out, here, have another one, have another one. This just fed into my addiction at the time. And this can actually start an addiction for many people. People will be like, well, maybe I should start drinking, or maybe I should start smoking weed, or maybe I should start using drugs to cope with this. You know, many other people do. These people over here seem happy and they're using, so maybe I should do that. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat this or anything. I'm gonna be 100% honest because this is how I should be. That sure, maybe using something in that moment will make you feel better, but the next day it's a living hell. Whenever I would drink to soothe my anxiety, sure, my symptoms would stop, but then the next day I would feel like freaking crap. I would have more panic attacks, my symptoms would be much worse. And then what did I do? I turned to that again to try to relieve that pain. And then I developed a horrible addiction at that time, and many other people have fallen victim to that, whatever their drug of choice. So do not say that. That can be horrible. That can mean somebody's life. So do not say that. The next thing, guys, the last thing, I know how you feel, okay? And this kind of ties everything together, all right? Most of you that are trying to help somebody else with anxiety, if you're watching this video, you're looking it up on the search engine and you're trying to help somebody that you love, you probably do not know what it feels like to actually have the disorder that they have. Unless you've actually been diagnosed with that or gone through that, guys, you have no idea what it's like. It is impossible for you to know what it's like. So whenever you tell somebody you know how they feel, then you start to give additional advice. They're gonna be able to be like, okay, then you really don't know how I feel. And it's just gonna turn that person off to you, and then you're not gonna be able to help them at all. So guys, if you're trying to help people out with anxiety, it's best to turn them to professionals or people that have been through it, okay? You can try to recommend therapists, psychologists. You can give them natural, healthy ways to help with their anxiety, but an important component of this is just being a friend and being there for support, just to listen. You don't understand how valuable it is to have somebody, or to be somebody, just an ear, okay, to listen to their problems and what they're going through, okay? So just hear them out, listen to them, be a friend, be a loved one, a family member, whatever you are to that person, and hear them out. Mental health awareness is still not where it needs to be, but it is getting better each and every day. I believe in that. I think great things are still coming in the future. So be a part of that movement. Reach out to people that you know that are struggling. Do not say things like this that were mentioned in the video. Be more loving, supportive. You know what? Listen, please. Just listen to what they have to say and just be very careful with what you say back. Okay, I love you guys. If you are interested in anxiety coaching from somebody that's been through the thick of this, okay, I suffered for 5 long years, panic attacks, health anxiety, social anxiety, general anxiety. I dealt with all of that, guys. If you're interested, down below in the description and in the first pinned comment, I have an email address there for you to contact me. We will set things up, get you started on that. I would love to work with you. There are other resources down below in the description. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do it. What are you waiting for? Hit that notification bell so you get updates when I put these videos out. Like this video if you received value. Again, leave me a comment. Let me know if you've been a victim of any of these statements. Let me know if there are any that I've left out that you've dealt with personally. And guys, I love you, okay? Keep fighting. I'm gonna keep pumping out these videos. And until next time, keep fighting.